Hello, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilka. I'm an empath, and I just like doing these little talks. How I feel about things. Huh, kitty, kitty, kitty. Meow, meow. Kitty, kitty, meow, meow. I'm having a pretty difficult afternoon, evening. I really do. Oh. All the days are pretty much the same. Retta went to bed at like 3:30. She went and laid down. She doesn't go to sleep. She just goes and lays down, listening to the TV. You know, we're just tired of both being tired of being in this freaking holding position, and I went and freaking feed the dogs, and I tripped and wiped out, and it's starting to sprinkle. Or is that just tree debris falling from the wind? I don't want my laptop to get wet. The tree's pretty good cover. But still, it just takes one little drop on the right circuit. Anyway. Kitty kitty. So everybody's kind of, a lot of people are feeling, if you aren't living the best version of yourself right now, then you're in the boat, like with me, that you're just kind of waiting for the best version of your life to start. And there's a lot of angst and a lot of freaking just, come on, get with it already. And I have Lilith and Capricorn in my chart, and Lilith is the first wife of Eve, Adam, and she's got, I'm kind of, as lighthearted and spirited as I try to be, I'm freaking can be very serious and very now and bossy and all that stuff. And I don't want to be. See? That's what my conflict is now, is because I don't want to be all those things. I wiped out, and then Mom came in to want to help me, and I freaking had a meltdown like I was a flashing 5-year-old. Just, no, don't help me, because you didn't help me to begin with, and all this stuff. And I was like, that's what the issue is. It's like, I did it to myself. I used to play this game called I'd bring in all the bags of groceries at once, or do these little physical tests of fortitude, carry all this stuff, do it all at one time, save yourself trips and all that. It's just being lazy. And I used to do all that kind of thing, and my train of thought derailed. Oh, and then what happens is I created a life where I'm all by myself. Yeah, and then now I learned about the manifestation thing, and I'm backpedaling because I learned. All right, I get what you're saying. The universe is a funny teacher. He's a funny teacher. You will get lessons from the universe if you want them. I mean, you'll get them if you don't. If you don't want them, you're gonna get them. Because we all have a way that our spirits are supposed to be. And sometimes our egos get a little too big. And then it interjects, and then, the ego runs the show, but that's the imbalance. It's got to be a balance of ego and spirit, and when the spirit isn't there, the ego is not from a heart space of genuosity and authenticity, so whatever project or, marriage or whatever comes from a place of ego ain't going to succeed, because the world needs balance, and it's tired. It doesn't make any sense, and too many people are checking out because why bother? Why bother? Why bother going to school when, why I went to freaking, I ruined my back, freaking have migraines, there's about 3 days about a month I don't have them, and to go to college to earn a degree that I don't even get to use anymore, Yeah, so, and meanwhile, people are paying so their kid, $600,000 of godly amounts of money that freaking, if I had that much money, I wouldn't even have to need to go to college, because I could do a lot with 100. I could do a lot with 10,000. I mean, it's what people waste so much. In a world that people throw it my way. You want to waste money? Throw it at me, dude. You want to freaking give people gazillions of dollars and be nice campaigns and all this stuff? Freaking throw it at me. I have communal living between high spectrum aspies like me and freaking and people with memory deficits like my mom, that need someone to remind them to take their medicine if they need to take medicine, and to eat when they have to eat, and to brush their teeth when they have to, all these things. People need people to care about, and there's too many people freaking dying to freaking live by themselves, As long as we have our own little retreat area to go off into, I think that's what matters. But anyway, so when back to my tantrum, my meltdown, you know, I freaking wiped out, hurt myself, and then it's just, you know, I'm reminded this, like, you set yourself up to be by yourself, now you gotta set yourself up to have a community. Just been burned a lot. Who hasn't? Use more discretion. Every time I got burned, it's because I didn't listen to myself. It's not because somebody did something to me. It's because I saw a red flag I didn't pay attention to or something like that. It's not, you know, I take all the responsibility. Every life lesson I've learned in my life, it's all because of the choices that I've made. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, I believe in astrology too. Stuff happens that we can't control, you know. Stuff that comes up that we can't account for. Yeah. I used to just dream so big when I was a little girl, and then, you know, I was like, I wonder if I made myself skittish by dreaming big when I was a little girl. Stuff is falling all over the place. You know, I want to do this, I want to do that. I was never the, you know, I don't know, stuff I always dreamed about. It never seemed like this, you know, it's like, I've always just been a part of this world, but not really in this world. It's more of a spectator. Just sit back and watch how people do things. Man, people are weird about stuff. People are so weird. Why is it fun to hurt people? Why is that a thing? Why is it fun to insult people and make people feel bad? You know? It's like people are all freaking, oh, bully this, bully that, bully this. Yeah, I had a lot of bullies too. I had to freaking learn how to defend myself. Stand up to them. Stand in my power. No, you don't get to bully me. One of them's a cop in RPD. Piece of crap then. You know, picking on. He was like in junior high and I was like 6, 7. No, he was in elementary school, but I was still 6. And he was freaking riding his bike and tormenting me. You're an ugly girl. You know, all that just rude stuff. It's like, dude, did your parents fail? They didn't teach you not to do that? Anyway, finally I picked up a rock and I threw it at the kid. They threatened to call the police. Oh, vandalism, you broke his reflector. My mom's all, you better start counting the pennies, Jeff. Because, you know, you're going to pay for your own reflector because you were harassing my daughter. My mom, you know, she stood up for me then. It's one of the last times. You know, but you know, you don't get to torment people and then freaking have them freaking flash and react, you know. That's why I don't touch people. That's why I don't put my hands on people in anger and stuff like that, because you end up in jail. Yeah. Yeah, you don't touch people out of anger or love without consent. So you just don't. And look at all the people that even just will touch you and you don't want them to, you know. Because you can feel that they're creepy. Because more people are empathic like me. Just people ignore it. People have ignored it. They ignore it all the time. And now it's like their conscience, that little voice. That's your conscience. It's telling you freaking not to do stuff. And people are like, but I want to do it because it feels good. I want to do it because it looks good. I want to do it for all these superficial reasons. And it's all so stupid. Because we're spirits having a human experience, and people are having the wrong kind of experiences. They're vibing too low when the threshold of the stuff that you're trying to achieve is up here. It ain't down here. It ain't down here at NFL, pro sports. It ain't down here at property, money, property, prestige, fame, politics, millionaires. It ain't down there. All that's low vibrational stuff. It's up here when you find yourself without the need of all that crap. It's up here. That's where the humanity lies, in the higher elevations. That's why humanity's gone to crap, because there isn't any. It's all that low vibrational stuff. It's all that, me, feel good, now. I don't need, you know, and you know what's interesting? Every time I hear that whiny, snivelly, I think about the girl that in the Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, the blueberry girl. I want it now, not it, la. Well, she died a few weeks ago. Yeah. So maybe that whole paradigm can die now too. That whole, it's spoiled, but don't you know who I am and what I am and do for me and la 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 la. we need to bring back the balance of the planet and calling people on their crap. Yeah, because this place could be a cool place, you know, for more than just, you know, a very few selected percentage of the population. It could be neat for a lot of people. We gotta deep-read first. Hope y'all have a right evening. Peace. Stanley, it's gonna rain. I can smell it.